Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today's video is going to be really exciting because today I am going to try out for the first time this newly launched Rimmel London Lasting Matte Foundation. You guys may already know I reviewed Rimmel London Match Perfection Foundation and it was a really good foundation, especially for dry skin people as well. So now they recently launched their Lasting Matte Foundation and this video is not at all sponsored by Rimmel London. I purchased this with my own money. Just like other first impression review video, this video is going to be completely my own opinion about this particular product. Yeah, without any further ado, let's get into this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let's get started. So this one is the Rimmel London Lasting Matte Foundation. This is a full coverage foundation, is a mattifying foundation as well, and this is in the shade 400 Natural Beige. Now I think this is a little bit dark for my skin. I think so. I have no idea because I'm trying out this literally for the first time. Here when I ordered this particular product, as you guys can see, Natural Beige is looking quite dark. Purposely I ordered this shade because I don't want my skin to be too light, because I don't know why recently I'm just loving honey tone foundation which will be a little bit dark for my skin. For me personally, buying a one shade darker foundation is like way better than buying a white foundation, like literally a very fair and white foundation. Okay, so this is a 30 ml product which cost for rupees 7.99 and I purchased it for 5.59 because the sale was going on. Original price of this particular product is 7.99. I think that's not that cheap. Like, it's 800 rupees for 30 ml product. Like, for this much foundation it's 800 rupees. I will not say that it's extremely expensive or something like that. I think if this foundation works really well, if this foundation works like exactly what it claims, then I think it's worth buying for 800 rupees. But we will see. So I am just reading out what this foundation actually claims. So this is a full coverage foundation that hides blemishes and evens out your skin tone. The ultra lightweight formula offers a velvety matte powder finish, and this minimizes the appearance of pores and controls shine for a flawless look. Super comfortable and long lasting wear for more than 12 hours. I'm obviously going to do a wear test, but I'm not going to try it out for 12 hours. That's really bad for your skin, and that's the reason I'm not going to try it out for 12 hours. Does not feel cakey or patchy, leaves the skin hydrated. Okay, so this claims that this is a matte foundation, still it will leave the skin hydrated. Sounds really good, but we will see how much that really works. Direction says for a non-stop matte finish, prep up with long lasting. Okay, so they also have a long lasting matte primer as well, which is like a newly launched primer. Also a long lasting matte concealer as well, which is also like a new concealer, which I don't have with me. I only have the foundation. And a blend lasting matte foundation from the center of your face outwards, where you feel you need extra coverage. Dot and blend lasting matte concealer and you are done. Okay, that's the same thing that we always do. Good part is this foundation is like recently launched and you will get 14 shades, like literally 14 shades. Are very suitable for Indian skin tone. I think the foundation selection range is like quite good. It's not something that I should extremely appreciate because 14 shades, like there are so many foundations which contains like 24 to 30 shades. So I think maybe they will come up with few more shades as well. I'm just going to start using this particular product. I'm going to use my Nykaa Prep Me Up Face Primer. You can use anything that works best for you. Each and every product that I'm going to use in this video, they are my go-to product. I use them every single day, so I am not going to use anything new. My skin is prepped and ready for my foundation. You guys may already know, whenever I do a foundation review video, I always do one side with a brush and one side with a blender. Blender on this side and my brush on this side. First I'm going to go with my brush, and okay, this is the consistency of the product, quite thick. Obviously it's not going to be a liquid foundation, but let's see. Just going to use it over here. I just love the shade. Yeah, exactly what I wanted. I use that much all over here except my forehead. The finish is so velvety. It is actually giving me such a beautiful velvety powder finish. And whenever I'm touching my skin is not at all feeling like tacky or something like that. Oh my god, this is a matte foundation and I can see this is extremely matte. I am oily combination skin person, so do keep this in mind. I just absolutely love this foundation, but I think if you are a dry skin person, if you use this foundation, use a hydrating primer or a hydrating moisturizer, anything underneath this foundation, and then use this foundation because it's quite matte. I am just loving, like, this is like one layer and I'm just loving the finish, but the smell is very strong, like perfume, which I personally don't really mind, but do keep this in mind, the smell is a little bit strong. So I'm just gonna take this much again and I'm gonna use it all over my forehead. Oh my god, the blend is so smooth, the finish is so beautiful. I have no words. This is such a beautiful foundation. I don't think I even need another layer. If you want another layer, you can add it up, but I think this is enough for me. It's actually a medium to full coverage foundation and it's giving me very good coverage as well. And one more thing I noticed, that when I was applying the foundation, you actually don't need too much, like less is more with this foundation. Just used a brush with this foundation and I think I am like already giving it 8 out of 10. Now it's time for my blender. So I am just going to take the same amount. I am just going to use my blender and I am going to blend this out. Oh my god, I love this with the blender as well. Obviously with this blender you will get a little bit less coverage than if you use a brush, but oh my god, I am so surprised. This is not at all sponsored. You guys know if I don't like a foundation, I will just smash the shit out of it, but this is so good. I don't have anything bad to say about this foundation. Foundation actually looks like, literally the finish is so beautiful, guys. And this also claims that this is a lightweight foundation, which I agree, this is a lightweight foundation. Beautiful, smooth, powdery finish. Like, my pores are not at all visible. My nose area, the pores are a little bit visible, I can see, and I can see a little bit build up is happening over here, which we will see after a few hours. Okay, so I finished my makeup completely and this is what my makeup looks like. To be honest, I'm gonna mention few points. First of all, when I was applying my concealer, I don't know, maybe it was the foundation or the concealer or the primer. It was not the primer because I always use this primer all the time, so I don't really know what it was. Maybe it was the concealer. I used this one from Maybelline Fit Me and this is in the shade medium. I don't know, my foundation was moving. When I was using this concealer, over here and over here there was no foundation. And afterwards when I applied my powder, it was alright. I used Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder. Was the only unusual thing that I noticed. Rather than that, oh my god guys, my makeup is looking so good. I was using my bronzer, my blush, my highlighter. Like, it was blending out like butter. The foundation, the surface of my skin was very like powdery, velvety, matte, and my pores were not at all visible as well. The texture was all gone. That's the reason when I was blending out my foundation, it was looking so good. I'm just gonna zoom you guys in so that you guys can actually see what my skin looks like foundation and afterwards what my texture looks like. As you guys can see over here, whenever you apply a highlighter, you guys will see a little bit of texture going on over here. So I have a lot of texture right over here, but now it's looking so beautiful, like so buttery. My bronzer, blush and my highlighter. Over here, as you guys can see, a little bit of mark. It's the mark of, it's my mascara mark, nothing else. But over here, this one is my mascara mark, but over here, as you guys can see, this side of my nose foundation is not looking good right over here, which I personally don't like. I don't know what it will look after a few hours, but over here my foundation is not looking that good. So yeah, and this is not a lipstick, this is a lip liner from Bella Voste, and this is in the shade 007. This is also really good. And I used a little bit of makeup fixer from MAC. This is like my go-to. This is everyone's favorite, obviously. And I used this blush from Wet n Wild. This is their color icon blush in the shade Mellow Wine. Such a beautiful color. I used Huda Beauty Nude Rich palette. Purchased it from Cosmetic Hub. It's Instagram store. Colors bronzer and my Sugar Cosmetics highlighter. That's all I used, and I am so far so happy with this foundation. I'm just gonna go now. I'm gonna do some work and I will be right back after a few hours. Okay guys, it's been like, I think let me check. I think it's okay, almost 7 hours, and I am back with my final results. This is, like, I must say, this is a long wearing foundation. Seriously, of dewiness over here and here. That's because my skin is oily, and rather than that, my entire face is looking exactly the same. My nose is looking very bad. I don't know what's the problem with my nose. I exfoliated and everything, but I don't know what's the problem. Over here, it's looking so bad, and the texture is looking really bad. I don't know what's the big deal right over here, but my nose is not at all looking good. My nose is looking very grey, and it's looking a little bit black. It's looking a little bit dark. Kind of oiliness I don't really mind because I just love that healthy glow. The reason I love it. Rather than that, I just absolutely love this foundation, and I'm gonna give this foundation a good 8 out of 10, because 8 out of 10, not 10 out of 10, because of the smell. The smell, I can still smell something. That's the need of fragrance in a foundation or any makeup products. I want to suggest something to Rimmel London. I will suggest that please, for God's sake, please remove this fragrance. Like, fragrance is disgusting. I think I just love this particular product. This is so good for 800 rupees. If you want to purchase something like this, worth 800 rupees. Seriously, this is a beautiful foundation, especially for Indian skin tone, especially for seasons in India. Not drying on your skin. Like, I can literally see this is not drying. It's a little bit drying on my nose, but this is not at all drying. It gives my skin such a beautiful matte powdery finish, but it's not drying. So you can definitely use it during winters. If you are a little bit concerned about the matte finish, you think it will give you a little bit of dryness, then do use a hydrating primer or a hydrating moisturizer. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. All the links will be in the description box below. Make sure to check that out. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.